Writing a movie and writing a television script aren't that different per se. There's different things that you're trying to accomplish with both, but you shouldn't get too caught up in how different they are, because they're really not. I mean, again, the main thing you're trying to do is engage the reader and, by extension, and the audience for the finished film. Having said that, and again, we're not talking about length because obviously a feature script is in the neighborhood of 100 pages. A television script is in the neighborhood of 55 or 60 pages. But in terms of the biggest difference, a feature film is essentially a one-off. It's a single experience. You can have sequels and all that, but even if you're doing Saw and you have sequels in mind, you're still, each movie, especially the first one, has to feel like a complete, finished experience. Television, when you're developing a television series, you're creating the Bible for the series, which is kind of tells you what the series is about. It's not a script. It tells you beyond just one episode. It tells you kind of what the ongoing relationships are and potential stories and that sort of thing. As you're developing the Bible for a series, you're definitely working more with something that has longer threads in it that can obviously live longer than a one episode or the one experience of a feature film. So it's really a different animal. I mean, the reason why so many feature writers are becoming involved in television, it's very common these days, is because a feature film is such a finite. It's like writing a haiku. It's a very finite thing that has a specific beginning and an end. And even though you meet and can have a rich experience with these characters, it's still just the tiniest tip of the iceberg in terms of who they are. On a television series, in success, you have literally hours upon hours of drama to really kind of explain and see who these people are. And the best television series, obviously, are the ones where you meet someone in the pilot episode or in the first season, and by season 2, 3, 4, there's somebody very different. It's very different than who you thought they were in season 1. So take a show like Lost, for example. If you go back and look at the pilot of Lost, all very rich characters. But if you follow the series and you're now in seasons 3, 4, 5, and you know what those characters and what's been revealed about them, it's wildly different than what you would have expected from that pilot. So if you'd only watched the pilot episode of Lost had been a feature film, you would have had this experience with those characters. Now with the series, and as a writer and creator of television, that's terrifically fun, because you're really getting to dive into things. And a lot of people wonder whether or not in television, if it's all planned out and everybody knows exactly all that's going on. Some of it you do. Some of it you know where it's going. Other things just come to you as they go along, and it's things that are informed by other things that you've created and had happened in the series in the past. So you may know some things about what you have in mind for the characters down the road. But there's a lot of stuff that it comes up as you go. And that's fun, because then you're surprising yourself, and it's which is always kind of a great experience, because it's, wow, I didn't even realize that about this character, but gee, he's got this secret that that he's never told anybody, and I didn't even know it until we kind of we came up with it here in season 3, and it's fun. I mean, that's part of what makes it fun.